Ladies and gentlemen, I don't say this gleefully or with any happiness. I don't want this to take place. I respect people who invest in cryptocurrencies and Bitcoin, and it's not something I want. It's something I think will happen. And I'm doing this YouTube segment simply to give the world my thoughts because I've been accurate thus far. In October of 2021, I wrote in the Federalist, the articles below, I said that we're going to experience a devastating market crash. And I explained exactly why. And we're seeing that now. I do believe that Coinbase will eventually go bankrupt. I can't tell you when. I can tell you that I do believe also that Bitcoin will get to below 10,000, around 10,000, or even below 10,000. When that happens, you're looking at Coinbase not only going bankrupt, but possibly seizing the assets, the money, the Bitcoin, the cryptocurrencies of people who use that exchange. So I want to read you a Barron's article, and I'm going to read you about 4, 5, 6 articles right now that bolster my thought process and my argument. Barron's, Coinbase customers could lose crypto if it ever went bankrupt. Now, I believe cryptocurrencies, most of them are going to become like we see with Terra Luna. The stable coin that's now went to well over $100, $120 to zero. Okay. We're going to see cryptocurrencies be worthless. Most of them, Bitcoin and Ethereum, maybe some others, that won't be the case. They'll probably stay around for a long time. Maybe forever. But there's going to be a crash far worse than what we're seeing. We're not seeing a correction. We're seeing the beginning of an absolute cataclysmic, apocalyptic collapse in terms of money and markets and valuations and bubbles bursting. Hit subscribe to this channel. Ladies and gentlemen, I've been spot on what I said. I told everyone that Clinton would lose to Trump. Clinton lost to Trump. I also stated right before this took place that in October of 2021, we would experience a devastating market crash and a horrible economy in 2022. And I wrote about that, and I was published in the Federalist. Like I said, the article's below in the pinned comment. Now I'm trying to tell everyone that Bitcoin, cryptocurrencies are going to crash much further. Bitcoin could theoretically very easily go back up to 60,000 or 58,000 or whatever, and then come crashing down again. So, I mean, there's no way to really explain... There's no really way to predict swings in the market or price fluctuations. I'm not giving any investment advice. I'm not telling you to do anything. The only thing I've ever said is that if you need the money, if you need your retirement account, you'd be a fool to be in the market. And I've been saying that since October of last year. But here I want to read you a Barron's article. Coinbase customers could lose crypto if it ever went bankrupt. In my humble opinion, and hit subscribe to this channel, hit subscribe to the Stock Market Crash channel below in the pinned comment. I'm going to start another channel on why I think cryptocurrencies most of them are going to be worthless. Not gleeful. I'm not happy about that. I don't want people to lose money. Again, I'm just giving my thoughts on this. I've been pretty spot on what's taken place. Okay, in terms of politics, sometimes I've been wrong, but most of the time I've been right. This is a political channel. I get it. I understand most people don't really care about this on my channel. Or actually, a lot of people do, but it's not exactly it's not exactly the sweet spot in terms of hitting a home run with these segments. But if you know somebody who owns cryptocurrencies, if you know somebody, ladies and gentlemen, we're almost at 200,000 subs, and it's because I'm usually spot on with my analysis and evaluation of things. If you know anyone that's on Coinbase, and again, I could be wrong pertaining to Coinbase. They say they have $6 billion in cash and equivalents, but they have $3+ billion in debt. I mean, you could look at the balance sheet and judge for yourself to see if it's a good company in the context of what's happening with cryptocurrencies, the stock market, the crash that we're seeing that's going to get much, much worse. I'm not telling anybody what to do. I just think the worst is yet to come, unfortunately for Coinbase and unfortunately for Bitcoin owners and cryptocurrency owners. This is not something that makes me happy. It is depressing, and I apologize that, I don't want to be the bearer of bad news. Believe me, I lived through the dot-com bubble. I saw what happened. You have Amazon, eBay, you have certain companies survived and flourished and became behemoths and monsters, and most evaporated and went bankrupt. Coinbase is tied to the valuation of Bitcoin, the price of Bitcoin. And the Bitcoin is going to descend from 29, what it is now, 30. It could go up to 50, 60 tomorrow or the next week. And then it'll go down to 10 and below 10. So share this segment with anyone who you know that owns Bitcoin, just to give them a different viewpoint from what they're hearing. Now, here's Barron's. If crypto investors don't already have enough to worry about, Coinbase Global in its 10Q said customers could lose their crypto in bankruptcy proceedings were the firm ever to go under. In essence, customers might only get their crypto back after the platform has paid off other more senior creditors, according to the disclosure. If the firm were in a big enough hole, a customer could lose everything. Okay, that's Barron's. That article will be below. Now, it's not just that, okay? It's the IRS is going after owners of cryptocurrency. How the IRS is looking for its share of cryptocurrency and NFT growth. Forbes. And Coinbase has to abide by every IRS or SEC ruling, and they really have no power when it comes to, going to battle with the government. And that's one of the many reasons is probably almost certainly going to go bankrupt. I don't know when, but as Bitcoin descends, Coinbase will descend with it. The platform or the exchange is already experiencing so many problems here. But is the IRS really watching? The short answer is yes, this is Forbes. As early as 2016, the IRS utilized a John Doe summons to Coinbase, which is a secure online platform for buying, selling, transferring, and storing cryptocurrencies. The summons requested transaction activity for Coinbase users from 2013 through 2015, who were U.S. persons. Coinbase was required to provide user information who bought, sold, sent, or received cryptocurrency of at least 20 grand in value in 1 year. Based off of that information received, the IRS sent 10,000 compliance letters to taxpayers advising them of their failure to properly report cryptocurrency transactions. So in 2021, the IRS issued John Doe summons to, so that's just one example of Coinbase having to give information of people on the who own crypto on its exchange. So then you have Coinbase slammed for what? This is CNBC. So the original article I read was a Barron's article. Then that one was a Forbes article. This is CNBC. Coinbase slammed for what users say is terrible customer service after hackers drain their accounts. So not only is the price of Bitcoin descending into oblivion and cryptocurrencies are descending to zero in many cases, but you can get hacked. If Coinbase doesn't go under and take what you have, potentially, you could just get hacked, and then Coinbase very likely won't actually respond back to you, or it'll take a million years for them to respond back to you. So here's an example. While the cryptocurrency exchange company has grown rapidly, complaints have continued to rise. Since 2016, Coinbase users have filed more than 11,000 complaints against Coinbase with the Federal Trade Commission and Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, mostly related to customer service. Money vanished. So there's, this couple had $168,596. It was hacked, and they never got their money back. They never got a chance, or they never got... Basically, they never settled it with the issue with Coinbase. But here, courthouse news, Coinbase denied arbitration bid in cryptocurrency theft dispute. So they're on the way to possibly losing a dispute pertaining to $31,000 in cryptocurrency that somebody lost. Coinbase attempted to circumvent confronting the claims it had violated the Electronic Funds Transfer Act, citing its user agreement that requires arbitration to settle disputes regarding instances of fraud and other issues. You can't just settle these types of things with arbitration if you get hacked into. That's not your fault. Arbitration is if, you did something wrong also, or you want to negotiate. But what's there to negotiate if you are completely innocent and your money was stolen from you from a hacker that was managed to acquire that crypto, from your Coinbase account? But anyway, that's courthouse news. So I'm not making things up, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not just like, if you look at corporate profits, they're going to decline potentially to 2020 or 2019 levels. The market was a lot lower back then. Go look at where the market was back then. You're looking at the Dow. I think the Dow is going to get below 25,000. I think the NASDAQ thousands of points lower than it is now. S&P a lot lower. And Bitcoin is going to get to below 10,000 or below. And the reason is that Bitcoin's price is tied to speculation in the market. Nobody has the appetite or desire to speculate when we're heading into a recession with rising interest rates and inflation through the roof, and it's Democratic Party policies that cause all of this, and I wrote about this in the Federalist. But again, I tried to leave politics out of this, but this is a political issue as well as a financial and stock market issue. And give me your thoughts below. I predicted all of this in my article in the Federalist, in the pinned comment. Read that article. It was published in October of 2021. We're now seeing everything that I've talked about, and it's only going to get much, much worse, unfortunately. I don't want anyone to lose money, and I know it's a devastating feeling, but this is unfortunately what I think is going to happen. I think Coinbase will eventually go under because they are facing so many problems. And Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies are going to absolutely collapse a lot further. There is no correction where we've reached a bottom and then it'll go back up. We're heading into a recession with a geopolitical nightmare and more geopolitical nightmares on the horizon. President Mashed Potato Brains and his administration, the policies directly caused all of this. You have 14 states and oil and gas associations suing this administration. I can go on forever, and I do on this channel. But cryptocurrencies flourished when there was optimism in the market and in the economy. There's zero optimism, only pessimism now, and we haven't even reached anywhere close to the bottom. This is the .com bubble times 10 or 20. Give me your thoughts below. Hit subscribe to this channel right now. Share this with anyone who might disagree with me even. I don't care if people disagree with me. I just want everybody to know what I think. I think potentially it could save people a lot of money. Give me your thoughts.